Hey guys, you are back for another session of A&A Live on Talk Show TV. I'm Amanda-Rose.
And I'm Ida.
And today we have a very special birthday in the house. It's Ida's birthday. And so all the viewers out there who want to give us a call in and wish her a happy birthday, check us out on talk-show.tv. Oh no, we're not going to tell you how old they are. You're like 21.
Right?
21.
21. I just turned legal age in the States.
So it's a beautiful day here in Vancouver. We have like a 22 degrees, it's sunny outside, and it's going to be that way for the rest of the week, hopefully. Yeah. Well, at least the next 3 days or so. And, there's some news that's been happening, rocking the nation.
Tragic news.
Tragic news, yeah. For all you bus goers out there. I'll let you start with
So a transportation system that has been connecting small communities across Canada since 1929 has decided to cut services.
Yep, and you know what? That's right, guys. Greyhound announced that they will be canceling most of its routes in Western Canada. I think this is the second time in like the last couple of years. They had a bailout before, but I think this time it's the real deal.
Yeah.
I'm super surprised they're doing that. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, so they are going to be canceling most of the routes in Western Canada. So that's Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and Alberta that are going to be pulled out effective October 31st. But the routes in Quebec and some parts of Ontario are still going to be in service.
Yeah, and BC is being cut down to only one route from Vancouver to Seattle. But a new bus service in northern BC is going to help cover the routes that the Greyhound cut. So it seems to me like it's only going to cross the border and a little bit in Ontario.
Yeah. And apparently the cut to the service was actually due to a decline in ridership, and it's actually expected to drastically affect people who live in the rural areas.
Yeah, and it's not only just going to affect the people who ride the bus, but also the fact that, Greyhound employs over 415 people, so those jobs are going to be lost, which is really disappointing because I used to ride the bus all the time to get from Vancouver to Kelowna, especially during the winter time to visit my family because I am way too scared to drive in the snowy weather. But it's really disappointing. And what about those folks who can't afford a flight from, Vancouver to Edmonton or Vancouver to Calgary?
Yeah, and there's actually a lot of people that take that bus to Winnipeg for medical services that are no longer going to be able to do that. So that's going to be hard because they're going for healthcare service and now they can't get to it.
So if you guys have an opinion about what the Greyhound is doing and what you think other options are available, give us a call. Go to talk-show.tv to Skype in or give us a FaceTime.
Yeah. But guys, that's actually not the only thing being cut recently.
Yeah.
So the other thing is that Costco they're taking out their Polish hot dogs from their menu, and it's caused an outrage in social media.
Actually, my mom and my sister and we went to Costco this past weekend, and we were like, we're going to get Costco hot dogs, and we go get Costco hot dogs, and my sister comes back, she's like, oh, they only had the garlic ones, they didn't have the Polish ones, but they made it out like they ran out, not that they were cut from the menu. So now that I know that they're cut from the menu, I'm pissed.
Well, I don't know if that's actually just in the States right now, or if it's both in the States and Canada, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, isn't Costco an American company, right?
Yeah.
So if it's going out in the States, then it's probably happening here too.
Yeah.
I was just in Costco, I think about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks ago, and they have taken out their chocolate ice cream and I think the berry sundae, and they've replaced it with an acai berry frozen yogurt, and people are pissed.
You're going there to have junk food. Like, give me a break.
And I got it, and it was actually really, really good.
I'm sure.
Yeah, and I think they no longer serve the soft serve ice creams, and it's now just the frozen yogurt. I actually asked one of the Costco employees, and she was pissed off. So
I like the soft serve. The soft serve was the best part. You remember your childhood days when you go into Costco and you're looking forward to that hot dog, or you're looking forward to those double crispy French fries where they boil them twice in that hot oil, and you were really having a good day.
I got those fries, those fries that they sell at the food court. They actually sell them in a massive 2.5 kilo bag in their frozen section.
I don't have a fridge big enough.
I bought that, and I don't have a deep fryer, thank God. I put it in my oven.
And they're still as good?
They're better.
Really?
Yeah, they're crispier. They're less. You just don't feel as guilty having them because they're not drenched in like.
Right. Yeah.
So it's really good. But yeah, no, Canada, I believe they still have the soft serve. So if you like that,
I do.
don't worry.
They have the double. You can do with the chocolate and vanilla swirl.
The twist or swirl.
The twist, yeah.
Yeah, but guys, this is the thing that I wanted to mention.
Yeah, we had a couple tweets.
Yeah, it's caused an outrage in social media, and people are actually tweeting about it like it's some sort of like real controversial issue. Basically, we have a few of them, so we want to share them with you. A guy named Sean tweeted, "Today was the official last day of the Costco hashtag Polish dog. You will forever be remembered."
Derek Butler tweeted, "Costco, you broke my heart, taking away my favorite thing about you. My trips there only made sense when at the end I can say, too Polish with kraut." So we gotta read the hashtag save the Polish hot dog. Hashtag Polish dog. Hashtag Costco.
Yep. LA Wiener tweeted hashtag.
Wait, what?
LA.
That's
Wiener?
That's their handle?
Yeah. They tweeted hashtag breaking news, hashtag Costco gets rid of the hashtag Polish dog and the hashtag chocolate yogurt. This is what's wrong in America.
Yeah, you're not making America great again with that.
Oh my God. Another one. Oh my God. What's that?
Samantha Robles tweeted, "Rest in peace to the Costco Polish hot dog. I think this was the one loss of 2018 I'll never get past. I'll be billing you for my therapy, Costco." Hashtag Costco.
Oh my God. There's so many funny. Oh, Pat Lerman tweeted in morning, hashtag Costco cut, hashtag Polish dog. Even weirder than it sounds, but hashtag Polish dogs and hashtag Costco are part of my family's history.
It's true. I relate to that. It's part of your history. You know?
I don't know if that's sad or...
It is sad.
I don't even know what to say.
No. Ken Stambra tweeted, "I've had my Twitter account for years and have never actually tweeted. I had never found a cause worthy of a tweet until Costco decided to get rid of the Polish dog. A travesty, I tell you. Hashtag save the Polish dog."
I think my favorite by far is this one. Matt tweeted at Costco hashtag save the Polish dog. You are ruining my life. I don't want to buy Polish dogs in bulk. I want to buy one as I walk out the door. Why are you doing this? Oh my God. And the worst part is that I was reading this while I was at work, and I just couldn't.
So every time we have a show, Ida, I don't know how much...
My boss might be watching this.
She just like drafts up the show and magically it happens, and I don't know how much time she spends on it. She must be really fast.
I work. I'm very efficient. So I get my work done.
Yeah.
And I work through my lunch hours.
I'm just teasing. You're just teasing.
I'm a dedicated co-host.
I know. Even on her birthday. Like, come on. If anyone out there wants to wish Ida a happy birthday, please, it would make her day. It won't make my day, but it would definitely make her day.
Or you could just later just write a comment wishing me happy birthday. Let's not really embarrass me.
Sure.
Yeah, send cash.
Do we have
is there one more? I think there is.
Which one? Oh, I think.
Oh, sometimes bad things in life happen, and we all need to be united against the evil that is threatening our peace. Warmongers, tyrants at Costco.
Wait, I think there's one last. Oh, yes. Silly tweeted, "You are nothing to me now. At Costco, not a brother, not a friend. Hashtag Costco. Hashtag save the Polish." I'm sorry. This is just too good. But you know what? Don't worry, guys. They're still keeping the beef hot dog on the menu, and it's still $1.50, and it comes with the drink. So
you can get the crowd on it.
Yeah. So date night can still happen. I'm sure some guys will definitely.
I can't say I've ever been on a date to Costco.
Oh, it's so memorable. Not that.
You sound like you're speaking from experience.
No, Costco, I think I've mentioned it, Costco is one of my favorite stores, and I do like their hot dogs.
I can't buy from Costco. I don't eat at Costco. The only thing I'm able to buy from Costco in bulk is the 0% Greek yogurt.
Oh,
And
I
can
love that.
eat that in like a week, and
I
it's
love
3
that.
tubs.
Yeah, see, it's worth it for you because you actually eat it in a
Yeah.
week, but whenever I get it, it comes in 3, and I end up throwing like 2 of them out because I don't eat it that fast.
Yeah.
And,
No, but all the other stuff, like I live in a micro suite, so I have 250 square feet of an apartment. I can't put a big box of cereal. Like, it'd take up my whole apartment. Like, there's nowhere I can put it. But for the yogurt, though, I definitely keep room in my fridge for that.
But then you have to buy 2 once, there's like 2.
Yeah.
right? So,
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, yeah.
So if you don't like Costco for a date, where would you go?
Oh,
Like, what's
gosh.
your ideal date?
My ideal date?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's so hard. Sometimes I like going to the movies because then
Oh,
I
God,
don't have
no.
to talk to this person in case, like, there's no chemistry.
Okay, so, God, I reamed out my best friend about this because she dated a guy, and on their first date, they went to the movies. He was also, actually, I'll mention, he was late for the movie, so they couldn't
high
go.
maintenance.
Don't get they're not together anymore. Thank God.
no.
But anyways, he was late for the movie, so of course they couldn't grab anything to eat before, and of course the movie was a pretty late show, so
Right.
they couldn't grab anything to eat after. So that was their first date at the movies, and literally, I mean, she likes watching movies, and that's good, but I don't think first dates should be at the movies. I mean, yeah, you might not, like, you made a good point that it might be awkward, you don't want to talk to them, but I mean, if it's that awkward, why won't you just be straight up?
But what if you go to the movies, that's your first thing you do, and then after the movies, if you want to talk about the movie afterwards, you can go for a drink.
Why would you talk about a movie
Because
on a
then
first date?
then you have something to talk about, just in case there's nothing else to talk about.
Okay, if there's nothing else to talk about on first date, you should just go your own separate ways. Like,
Yeah.
if you have nothing to talk about but the movie, there's no hope for that relationship.
Yeah, but
Like, if you can't even talk about yourselves a little bit, hey, what do you like to do? What are your
Go to the movies.
goals and ambitions? If you're just going to talk about, like, what, are you in a movie club now?
No.
You're that's what book clubs do. They read books and then they sit and they discuss it.
Fine.
Right? Like, if you
Oh, right. Well, then
honestly-
where would you go for your first date?
Okay, well, it's pretty cliche to just go to, like, a dinner or, just grab drinks. I think anything that's maybe a little out of the ordinary is, like,
skydiving?
okay, no, that's just crazy. I don't think I would ever do that. But, no, but, like, something that's not so common, even if it's a small thing, I don't know, like I once had this first date where I went on a tandem bike. And you know what a tandem bike is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the thing about that is the guy actually thought we had been together for so long because apparently to be able to ride a tandem bike, you have to have full trust in that person, right? So on a first date, if you're going on a tandem bike, I'd say that's pretty special,
Yeah, but every time I'm at the park, I sit on the park bench, and if I see someone in a tandem bike, I think, man, they're so.
Don't get me wrong, I felt like I had many heart attacks along the way.
Oh, cool. I've never been on a tandem bike. That sounds like fun.
It is. I mean, if you're sitting in the back like I did and I just really didn't pedal that much, it was just a beautiful scenery. You went around the seawall.
So
really
what
nice.
happened afterwards with the date?
So then we went to Milestones for dinner, and then after that we went. Because it was in September, so it was getting dark a bit earlier than obviously in the summer. So then we went to watch the stars and the Lionsgate Bridge. I think we went to Ambleside and we just sat on a bench and we watched the Lionsgate Bridge with the lights. It's so pretty, and then the stars. We were there for a while and just talked and got to know each other. And then by the end of the day, I I was really having a good time, and I took him to a park that's closer to my house, and it was actually a playground for school, but obviously it was
How old
late.
were you? I mean, I don't want to. I was 16.
Yeah. So it was pretty late. Like I think it was around 12 o'clock at
Way
night.
past
so,
my curfew.
yeah. My parents were calling me like, "Where are you?" No, but we sat on this. I don't even know what it's called, but it was like, think of like a half circle bar. No, it wasn't monkey bars. It had nets, right? Like it was a netted round or half circle, and we just sat on top where you had the view of the city, and it was beautiful. And we just sat there for I think a good like hour and a half to 2 hours and just talked and.
Sounds like a nightmare for me.
No, and
I like talking, but
yeah,
I don't know.
that date lasted from around 4 in the afternoon till roughly about 2:30 in the morning. So that was a really I mean, I'm not saying all dates should be like that. No, but I just don't like just go to a restaurant and just have like some dinner. And, I mean, I think just do something just a little bit different than a typical
I like
date.
it when the dude comes up with the idea.
Yeah?
I hate being creative.
I like it
sense.
when the dude is like generous, respectful,
Oh, the trades, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
No, but like when it comes to the date, there's this idea that if you ask someone out on a date, or if you invite them out to somewhere that you pay, right?
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
there are some people that don't
go
understand
by
that.
They like Dutch.
Yeah.
They go Dutch, yeah.
And it's like, I don't know, like I'm not saying that I'm not saying that men should always pay or anything like that, but I mean, especially on a first date, no?
Well, it depends. I mean, if they're asking you.
Yeah. I mean, well,
Yeah.
typically girls don't ask guys
Yeah,
on the first
well,
date.
clearly we both realize that my dating seems to be a little different.
Oh. Okay. Do share.
I ask the guy for a date. No, I'm just kidding. No, I actually don't have anything really. Well, I mean, I don't know. I like to pay Dutch sometimes. Like,
But on a first date?
when I was younger, I think I would. Yeah. As I gotten older, and
As
my girlfriends have
in
been
her
telling
50s.
me that the women shouldn't pay on the first date. I try and live up to that expectation, but I'm happy to go either way. But but it's always nice to be taken out for dinner,
Right.
Yeah.
But I just
Yeah.
I just personally think
Yeah.
that that if they're like on a first date when they're trying to impress you, right,
Yeah.
and be the man, and if they don't even do that, it doesn't leave a whole lot of like I don't know,
No, it's true. I
know?
mean, I always like.
because it's that first time. They say first impressions
Yeah.
really make a difference.
Yeah.
And if you're not even like
Yeah.
you call yourself a man and then you won't even do that. There's not much.
Yeah, but masculinity can come in so many different forms. I mean, you can look at a man and they can be talking about their career or what they're passionate about, and you can still sense them as a man even if they don't pay for dinner. I don't know. What do you think? No,
I don't know.
I mean, you have to live up to whatever image that you want to portray. I mean, it all depends what you want. I mean, I think it would be totally awesome if I was a breadwinner in a family. I would love that.
A lot of
Dinner
them
all
would
around.
hate that.
In fact, well, with my previous boyfriend, we had a joint credit card, and oftentimes we would be out for dinner, and I would pay, even though it was on his card.
It's a joint credit card. You
Just,
both pay.
no, but just to fuck with, or sorry, just to, just to mess with, just to mess with the servers, because they'll be looking, be like, clearly this guy's older than her, and you should pay, but she's bringing out the credit card.
Yeah,
Even though it's on his card,
and he didn't find that insulting.
No, he thought it was interesting. I love that.
You
about
would think
him.
that would crush his pride.
No, he loved it.
I don't know. I can definitely I know a lot of guys that just want that. It's their pride, right?
Yeah.
Like their pride is the most important thing to them, and they're willing to do what it takes to just show that they're the man, that they're the boss.
Yeah. No, it's true. I mean, there was things about my previous boyfriend that I had a lot of yeah, you like pride, but I don't know. It was nice to have a bit of humbleness and be like, hey, let's play with the social norm a bit. Let's like have the girl pay, even though they don't know that it's on his card, but at least we're still messing up the perception of whatever's going on there.
You guys are weird.
It's a social experiment.
So would you say, I'm just gathering by this, like, would you say you're a dominant
No,
type? Oh.
no, very submissive.
Really?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
In the relationship, for
Yeah.
sure. That's
Okay.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. I don't know, but I still would like to be the breadwinner. Wouldn't you? Come on, you're a strong, powerful, independent woman.
Yeah, like, obviously, I don't want, that's a tough question.
It's a hard balance to bridge, or a hard balance to have.
I don't think I'd necessarily want to be the one that makes more money.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of men find that very intimidating. They do. And at the end of the day, I'd like to, this is going to sound really stupid, but I like to show off my man as a superior person.
What?
In a way, okay, look, I don't want my girlfriends or my friends to think that my man is whipped or that I wear the pants. I don't like that. I don't.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because, okay, if you, in my opinion, whenever I hear the girl wears the pants, I immediately think she's a bitch.
Right.
Don't you? You, like, it's not you, like, I immediately associate it with not just, like, financial stuff, but I think that, like, she makes all the decisions and everything, like, even where he goes and what he does, who he hangs out with, I don't, like, that's what I think.
Yeah.
I think if she, like, at the end of the day, he's just, like, a yes man.
Yeah, a yes man. Right? Yeah. No, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. But it doesn't mean that I want to be known as, like, a pushover either. I think I'd like it.
I think it should be equal.
Do you remember that thing on our first show, that question, would you rather build an empire or unleash the potential of others?
Yeah.
I think as a couple, it's more appealing and attractive to build an empire or be, it's gonna sound weird, a power couple rather than like one's here and one's here kind of thing. I think if you're like somewhat closer, it's so much more attractive.
No, I think it's great. Like, especially if you can do projects together as like a couple, and you're working on different things that are aligned with your goals or ambitions. Yeah, I see that. And that doesn't mean that one or the other have to make more money or less money.
No, it doesn't. I mean, because there are some people that don't necessarily have very respectable job titles, but they make great money. Like, I mean, again, no diss to whoever has this job, but do you have any idea that garbage men make really good money?
Oh, I believe it. Yeah.
But, like, the title, right, it's not the same as a doctor. I think they
call them waste management.
Yeah. Like, they're not a doctor or a lawyer, but they make really good money.
Or did you know I play a cleaning lady in New York City for an apartment, and she makes $50 an hour.
American. Oh, my God.
She cleans for 2 hours, and then I was talking to my friend who's like an optometrist. She's like, she makes more money than me. Like, isn't that ridiculous? I think we should change our careers. No, but I'm gonna have my own cleaning business.
but that's what I mean. Like, as a couple, one could still be making really good money, but they don't have the title, whereas the other one has a really good title, but they're not making maybe as much.
Right.
And I still think, like, in a way, it kind of balances out.
Yeah,
right?
Totally.
And one doesn't mean, like, if one has a better title, it doesn't mean that they're superior to the other, right? But that's just my opinion.
Right.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, let's go back to the idea of paying for the first date.
Okay. I still stand by the guy pays.
Yeah, but like going to what we just discussed, like, can you whittle down all of those extra bits to whether or not the guy pays?
I still think the guy should pay.
Would you have been able to open up all of that just by knowing if the guy paid or not?
Okay, well, what we're comparing a first date that potentially could go nowhere.
Right.
To, like, a power couple who are, like, in a serious relationship and, you know, they potentially are going to spend the rest of their lives together. This is somebody that you're going to be sharing every moment of your life with, right? Like, whereas the first date, I mean, I just think that's as a guy, it's your opportunity to shine and impress the girl.
Yeah.
You know, so
Fair enough.
that's my perspective on
No, I love it. I
Yeah.
think we're getting to know each other.
it. So, wait, are we going on a break?
No,
No.
we're doing a half-hour show this week.
Okay. Okay, so
we were going to talk about traits, though.
Yeah.
Like what traits of a date or
of a partner.
or even cultural traits we were
Yes.
going to go into. So
Yeah.
you're Persian,
Yes.
okay, and I'm obviously white, but I am Métis, so not a lot of people know that about me. But I don't know about it as Métis dating. But
Okay.
anyway, so tell me, like,
Oh, as a Persian?
as a Persian lady,
Like
have you ever
Persian
dated
guy?
a Persian dude?
Yes. Not some of my proudest moments, but I think I mentioned in one of the shows that I've sworn off Persian guys for very good reasons. I just, from my experience, they are very controlling. They're very obsessive and possessive. They're very jealous, and I mean, and I think I was talking to, I can't remember who, but a little bit of jealousy is good because it shows that you care, or you show that, like, it's your pride, like, okay, that's my girl, or that's my man, or kind of thing, right? But when you're just so jealous that you start to be condescending, or you start to invade their, that you just start to make it so restricted for that person, for your partner. Oh, that's not, like, that's just suffocating them.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. On the other hand, I don't like it when a guy is not at all jealous, because then you start
Sounds so hard to manage.
No, but I'm just saying, like, if you are not even a bit jealous, which is, I find
Right.
that not
It's
even natural.
disinterest.
I don't think that's even normal.
Right.
Like, we're all human, and we do tend to get jealous from time to time. But if you show no jealousy, I just look at that as, like, you don't care.
Disinterested, yeah.
You don't care. Like, I could go out till 2 a.m. and you don't even care where I was. You don't even care, like, you know, if this guy was hitting on me, would you even care? Like, where's your
Yeah.
pride?
Yeah.
That's kind of where I think.
That's hard. Yeah, that's hard. I mean, I was gonna go back. When I was younger, well, 20, we used to house international students in our house, and we had a Saudi student who lived with us from Saudi Arabia, which is totally cool. I learned a lot about Muslim culture, and it was great. Like, opened my mind. But we became friends, and I always viewed him as, like, my brother, because he lived in my house, and he was my brother, you know, my host brother. But we started going, he was like, hey, let's go to 7-Eleven, we'll go grab a coffee. It was cheap, you know. We went to the gym, we would go,
As a
like,
date?
out night clubbing. No, we were hanging out, that's what I thought.
Ah.
But as a year and a half goes by, 2 years go by, he starts to, like, he asked me if he could see a Bible, so I gave him a Bible, but I'm like, I haven't read it for years, but here you go. And then, like, the following week, he tries to give me a Quran, which was fine. I was like, I see what you're trying to do. I'm like, but thank you. And then he started saying, like, oh, my father's coming to visit from Saudi Arabia in a month. I want to take you and your family out for dinner.
Oh, God.
And I was like,
I can see where that's
cool, that's great, like, awesome. But I didn't. I was, like, totally oblivious. Like,
He proposed, didn't
he wanted to. I could sense that it was, like, it was moving up there. And I'm like, I never even held hands with this person. We never even kissed. There was nothing. But there was obviously, in his head, a courtship. And I did not.
He probably thought, like, you were saving yourself for the marriage, and you were so religious,
No kissing.
right?
Yeah.
Like, you were such
No
an
hand-holding.
honorable.
Yeah, an honorable. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, man. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was really bizarre. And like, you know, when I told him, I said, you know, listen, like, I've always seen you as a brother to me. And he just, like, he looked at me and he was like, flat face. He's like, you will be forever a brick wall to me. Yeah, shunned, basically.
Oh, my God.
So he's like, I will talk to your mother and I will talk to your father, but I will imagine that you are invisible. I was just like, oh my
See,
God.
this is why I don't date any guys from the Middle East anymore.
Hey, but I mean, I've dated Egyptians though too, and they're great. So I mean, I don't know. It's give and take.
Yeah.
Can't blanket people, but you
There
know,
are-
it's just different
There's
things.
definitely some rotten apples in every culture.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
but yeah. So yeah, we're only doing a half-hour show this
Yep.
week.
It's my
'cause
birthday,
We're
I
going
get
out
a
for
break.
Aida's birthday.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe you'll see us out in Vancouver somewhere. I don't know where she wants to go, but obviously I'm paying.
No, guys! I thought I made that clear, guys! Anyway, it was great. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys want to comment us on our YouTube channel about anything we talked about, if you want to argue against what I said or what Amanda said,
Maybe you ended up marrying a Saudi guy and it's like now you're living in a
best
palace
thing.
somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, feel free to write us a comment and
And send birthday gifts.
yes,
Cash.
yeah, totally. Liquor.
We are going to be putting up a Kickstarter campaign for a show that we're thinking about doing for Trump called
Yes.
Trump the Call-In Show.
Yep.
So stay tuned for that. You can check that out on talk-show.tv.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next
time.
time. Bye.
Oh my god.